Hey guys, today I was inspired by my friend Steven, who you may know. His channel is Stevie Obi, and I will link it below. But he did a video called Nostalgia where he went through his childhood and he looked at pictures and he had his favourite toys and stuff like that. And I found all of that stuff in my house from my childhood yesterday, and I was like, I want to share it with you guys. Let's go. Once upon a time, I was born, and I looked like this. Like a baby. Or an alien. However you may like to take it. This was my first teddy. It is a tortoise. It didn't have a name because I barely even had the brain capacity to think at that age, let alone name a tortoise. But I'm going to call it Shelley. You have a name. So, as I was growing up, my mum's awful fashion sense was following me, as can be seen here, where I look like a flower, here where I've turned Scottish, here where I've become a prostitute at the age of 3. Further along in my life, Christmas came along and I got one of these bad boys. This is a Furby. This is the original Furby. His name was Dexter, and I am going to see if he works. Come on, Beyonce. Give life to this creature. No, he doesn't work. So, that was a waste of time. Let's carry on. I've also found this poem from when I was 8. Because at that age, I really wanted to be a poet. Like, that was my life's ambition. And this is one of my poems, so here we go. There was a mouse that lived in a messy house. He didn't know what to do, so he jumped into a shoe. The shoe was smelly, so he jumped into a welly. A man came. He had a dog that was very tame. The dog chewed the shoe, then the dog needed a poo. That was deep, you know. I really felt for the mouse, you know. It was just trying to find a home and it was too smelly. I think I'm going to need some time to recover from that one. Moving on. This is Lulu, or specifically Lovable Lulu. The reason why I got this girl is because my nickname when I was younger is actually Lulu, because my middle name is Louisa, and everyone called me Amy Lulu or just Lulu. So I thought this girl was basically me. I thought someone had created this girl specifically after me. I don't think that's the case, but you know, I'm gonna hold out hope that I wasn't the inspiration for this doll. So when I was little, I didn't really travel abroad on holiday. I went on like typical British holidays, and I actually went to this place called Butlins a lot, which is kind of a holiday park, and they had this land which was called Toyland, which was where Noddy lived, which I don't know if you get Noddy in America or wherever you guys are watching from, but Noddy was this weird like elf character thing that drove around in a red car. And yeah, they had a land dedicated to it, so I've got 2 pictures of me with Noddy, and there's one with Big Ears, which was his best friends. So here they are. This is the first year, and this is the second year. But can we just go back to the first year? Look at Noddy's face. How is that, like, that's not child friendly. That face is absolutely terrifying. But I seem to not care at all, you know. I thought Noddy was the man of my dreams, basically. Don't even get me started on Big Ears. While invading my cupboards, I also found some games that I used to play. I didn't ever have like a Game Boy or anything. The first game console I actually had was a PlayStation 1. And I remember the day I got the PlayStation 1, I thought it was the best day of my life. Because I had never seen like a games console before. Like, I didn't know what they were, and I was like, oh, what is this? Like, it was like someone had just placed like a teleporter in front of me. Like, it was amazing. And these are the games I used to play. So the first game I ever got was Tarzan, which I never watched Tarzan as a child, but this was my favourite game. You were like little Tarzan when he was a child, and then you grew up to big Tarzan, and you attacked tigers and stuff. Next game I had was Rayman. I never could ever complete any of the levels on Rayman, but still I spent all my life trying to. I never gave up, apart from now. But Rayman. I'm sure everyone played Rayman. Rayman's a classic. And of course my favourite game has to be 101 Dalmatians. But actually this is 102 Dalmatians. But it's close enough. If you have watched my previous videos, I've mentioned a few times that 101 Dalmatians is my favourite thing in the world. And this game did not disappoint. This was my favourite game ever. Still is, actually. I would still happily play this for hours. I might do that, actually. And the final thing I thought I'd do is just look through some school photos, because school photos are always the worst kind of photos for some reason. And here they are. So in this picture, it looks like I'm hatching a murder plan, you know. I might have been. No. This was before I had braces. Look at those teeth. Yeah. 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 And I look like a boy. Anyway guys, I hope you liked that video. Comment down below your favourite games, what your first teddy was, your first memories, anything. I would love to read that. I am thinking about doing an American food taste test next week, but I've been playing with the idea of trying foods from another country. Like, I really want to get some food from Australia, but I don't know how, like, whether you guys would want that, because I don't know. Just if you want that, then comment down below. Obviously, I'm still going to carry on with the American food taste test, because one, that food's the easiest to get hold of, and two, there's so much of it that, like, I could just go on forever trying it all. But I would quite like to do an Australian food taste test. But yeah. I don't know whether you've noticed, but in my description bar recently I've been linking my Twitter and my Instagram, which you guys feel free to follow if you want to, you know, if you want to see more of me, which I don't understand why you would, but I'll just leave them sitting there anyway. Thank you so much for just watching me as always. It means so much, and I love seeing all your nice comments. You guys make me happy. You warm my heart. Okay, see you next week. Bye!